for step 32, attaching the rear axle housing, well, we're essentially doing the exact same thing we did in the last step for the front. So again, we've got our screws right here. It's telling you not to over tighten, which we won't be doing. So let's just set this up and put it on. So you can see that the way we're going to place this, it's the square style arms that are facing up. So we need to attach these here, and those square style arms are fitting onto the top holes. Now, in order to do this, we're going to be able, we have to put the propeller shaft together as well. That has to go in at the same time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach one of the arms just so that I've got something to hold. And we'll use one of these screws. We'll pop it in. And we'll stick it in here. Just so that I've got one arm in place, ready to go. Now, I won't do it all the way. I just want it on a little bit, because I need to be able to put the propeller shaft into the other half of the propeller shaft, and then we can screw in the other top one, and that should hold everything together so that we can get at everything else. Let's turn this around. So the axles come off the propeller shaft, which is okay. Spin it back on, and now let's get it into there. There we go. Now, as long as those two are, well, we can actually probably put these all the way on now. And of course it says don't over tighten. So when you get to the end of the that piece that we put inside, you don't want to go much farther than that. So just go to the end of that bit, which I can feel is there. So same thing again on this side. We're going to go all the way to the little ball thing that's we put into the hole. And there we go. So technically that is now secure. So you can see how that works, and that propeller shaft is in there solid. So now we need to attach these arms, and they're going to go to the bottom. So we'll stick the screw through, and I'll turn this around, put that there. Screw it in. Same idea, just go to the end of where that ball piece that we put in, make sure that's going in tight, but do not over tighten it. Just go to the end, and you can feel it. So that's one side. So we just have the last one to do here. Put that in there. That in there. And you kind of have to hold the axle up a bit in order for you to get the screw to line up. But it goes in pretty easily once you've got that set. just finish screwing that in, go to the end. And there we go. I can feel the resistance, so it's there. So there we go. There is the rear axle housing attached. Propeller shaft is on. Everything's attached to the chassis. So now we've got both the front and the rear in place. So step 32 is done. So now we're going to move on to step 33 and start working with the oil-filled dampers.